Alright, back again, Luke here. And today we've got out the old Sega Mega Drive, and I figured we could put in this game here. Alien Storm. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now, this is one of those kind of long-forgotten beat-em-ups here, and we'll jump into it, let you see the intro, and do a bit of some gameplay on it. Nothing super spectacular over the top, or anything of the such, but it kind of gets the job done here as far as a side-scrolling beat-em-up goes. We'll go ahead and start this up. At the beginning here, you'll notice there's a lot of different options that you can do. First one, if we go into our options menu, you can change the game difficulty. You can change the energy level here to hard, easy, normal. Rapid fire on or off. I kind of like it on. It works for some of the first-person perspectives. And then here you can change your controls if you want to. If we go back here to the beginning, there's another thing here. You can do player versus player if you have two players, or you can do the duel, which is kind of like going through, it's like an endurance kind of match where you play and defeat all of the different bosses or all the different enemies one by one, and it gets more and more challenging as you go through the game. And then it gives you a score at the end to show you how well you've done. So let's jump in here and we'll do the arcade. You can notice we have 3 different characters to choose from, and what I think we'll do is we'll go with Scooter here. This is our cyborg. So with this game here, pretty simplistic. You have your main shot, which is your B button, and some of these enemies do take quite a few hits to get at them. You have your rolling attack here, which is your C button, and all enemies roll, or all of your main characters roll. There's no jumping in the game, it's just a rolling feature. And your A button here is your kind of special attack, which will destroy any enemies on screen, as long as it's not a boss. Some of these enemies here take quite a few hits in order to kill, but as far as music goes, not really anything super special or amazing for the music. It does have some kind of cool parts here when you get into the first-person shooting aspect, and the aliens look kind of cool, but other than that, it's kind of just your basic side-scrolling beat-em-up, which in some ways is a bit challenging just because of the hit detection on it. You'll see there's some areas that say help. They'll automatically take you into the door once you've defeated all of the enemies on the screen here. Some of these enemies will like eat you if you get too close to them. So it'll automatically pull you in here. And this is where you do your first-person shooting part, and just by holding down the button here. This is where we have it on rapid auto fire. You can get energy, and the energy allows you to do your super moves. You'll notice that in the orange. So that's not your health. There's a separate one for health here. And it'll come up as health, if you can find it. And it'll give you a limited amount of time inside these first-person shooting ones to get a few different items or so. But the stages are quite relatively short. Not a whole lot of variety with the different bosses or with the enemies. But the enemies do some stuff, like from time to time they'll jump on you, and like I had mentioned before, they'll try and eat your face. Try and use this here, that's our special move. You probably want to use your special move as much as possible, as long as you have the energy to do it, as using your special move is not as bad as losing a life. Once you've lost all your lives here, that's the end of the game. You can see you have 3 credits, so once those are all gone, then it'll give you a point score or a point value based on how well you did in the game, and that point value will be assigned to a a name or so. So it'll say like you're a expert, or you're a beginner, or you're a champion, or something to that extent. Probably be able to see it here once I die. But like I mentioned, here's our continue, so we can continue up to 2 more times here, and then we'll be dead. This is obviously a horrible place to be continuing, as you don't want to be continuing this early on in the game. If you do lose a lot of your health here, some other things, here's the boss for the first stage. If you do get hit too much, you'll wind up losing your shot here. You can see we've got a distance shot, but the more we get hit, this will eventually become just a regular single shot where you can just throw, or you can just use your arm or leg. But you have to be careful around these bosses here, as they're hard to get around here. And kill our guys here for some energy. Kind of Battletoads-esque there. And this will move us on to our second stage, our running stage here. And you automatically will wind up flying in the game here. So over those jumps, you don't have to jump or anything like that. All you have to do is just really just dodge. And since you have rapid fire on right now, we can just hold it down and just try and work our way through the alien field. But it's not a bad game per se at all. It's just a really kind of, it's their kind of game. It does have some cool concepts though with the aliens in it, so. But it kind of reminds me of a mixture of like RoboCop and your other basic side-scrolling beat-em-ups. Some of the sound effects here, not exactly amazing or anything, but you'll find that these enemies will hit you a lot more than you'll hit them, just due to the hit detection. Next help victim here, which will go back into the first-person shooter mode, which I kind of enjoy. It's quite nice. I want to use my super, but I don't have enough power. If you stand still for some of these enemies, just stay right on this, like in a straight line, they'll come towards you, which is much safer, usually. Than trying to chase these guys around. And here we go, back into our first-person shooter mode here. And sometimes, if we're lucky, well, we can get a spot in here that will have some free health somewhere. It's funny that you don't get any negative points here for attacking the family members and stuff running through the store. But it's got some kind of interesting concepts here. Nonetheless, in this game there are 8 missions, so if you can make it up through the 8th mission, you'll be doing quite well. There's that part where they'll eat you. But yeah, in most cases, if you play this one for the first time, or if you play it really sloppily, it'll be difficult to even get to the 6th mission, just because of the amount of lives that you get. Surprised these guys haven't started jumping on me yet. Usually they'll come flying across the screen and jump on you. But nonetheless, just want to share with you guys a little bit of a look at what Alien Storm looks like here for the Sega Mega Drive. And it's an interesting title, probably one that's not super overly expensive, but might be one that's fun to run through with a couple of friends. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. Trying to save our last guy here before we die. I haven't seen any bonus areas yet, or any extra health here yet. Yeah, still nothing. But this area is quite fluid with the machine gun. Just feels really fun. Just destroying all sorts of stuff. Yeah, here's mission 5. Probably not going to make it through mission 5 here. Wind up dying. But once we do die, you'll get a chance to see the score, which will probably be horrible. Gotta watch out for these heads too. Until you destroy them, you'll still have stuff left over. You have to wait. They'd probably say something like amateur or something like that. By the time we get out of this one. Just kind of rushing it a bit too much. Ooh. Yeah. Walked right into it. This is our last guy. Wow. Ah, there's some health. Finally. Finally, we saw some health. There's some energy stuff here. These flying ones are really hard to destroy. Mission 6. Okay. This is probably where it's gonna end. But it's just got some pretty wild and creepy concepts. This part takes a little bit of time. Those things there in the middle, you can't kill them. They just will constantly attack you. So I like to find a nice spot in the middle, as close as I can stay here to these guys. And get them. Yeah. Get him dead. See how those guys just pop right back to life there. And here's our boss again, which he's gonna wind up destroying us, because I've got no special power here. And I can't escape him. I think I'm all out of power too. I'm out of special power. Yeah, this is all I got now to beat him. And although he does have a pattern, I mean, I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to beat him. Ah, that's it. Game over. But as you can see here, it'll show you your score at the very end. As Genesis does in the background. 24, so apprentice. But nonetheless, if you guys stuck on this long, then great. I love that Genesis does in the background. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon. So thanks for watching some Alien Stormage.